Hello, how are we? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome. You know what to do. Today's video, if you subscribe and you share and you like, today's video is on manifestation you may have already had without even realizing it. So, as I say, stick around, give it a like so that I can reach more people. Anyway, today, manifestations that you may have already had and not realised. And the reason I'm talking about this today is twofold, actually. One, it's nearly Christmas and it's the time when we look back on our life, on the year that passed, on the things that happened, what we wanted to do, what we didn't want to do. And it's also that time that people make New Year's resolutions, which I don't do anymore, but that I'm going to talk about another time because that's not what this is about. This is about, for those of you who are new to manifestation or who love the idea, love the concept, but feel you can't do it, this is the proof. This video is your proof that you actually can. And what I'm talking about is I have had a couple of Facebook memories pop up just recently, and they have shown me that I manifested a couple of really amazing things and I hadn't even realised I'd done it. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. One of them was about a month ago, mid-November, I got a Facebook memory that popped up, and it was, I'd just come back from the UK, the last time I'd been to the UK. That's my next manifestation, because I just want the world to sort itself out so I can go home and see my family, please. That's my manifestation for 2022. Anyway, back to the memory. So I'd just come back from the UK. It was the last time I'd been, which is, 5 years ago now. And the post I put up was, I know I've just come back from my last holiday, but I'm actually looking for my next one, and I'm actively thinking and desiring and putting out there what I want. And the holiday I wanted, the holiday I wrote about on this post, and this is on my Facebook, so if you pop over there and have a look, you'll see it, because I did a post about this very thing. So the holiday that I'd wanted to bring in was a trip to California. I wanted to go on a family holiday where we all went to California. I took the girls to Disney. I was quite specific in the post. I said that I wanted to go to California, wanted to stay by the beach, wanted to take the girls to Disney, and then I wanted to go to Hawaii on the way home because that's something I'd always wanted to do. And it literally, this memory popped up from 2017, and actually, literally, the year later, that is the holiday that we did. And so I had manifested that holiday. I'd put my desire out there to the universe. I told it what I wanted. I'd put it out there. I'd done the post. I'd said, this is what I want. I was specific about where I wanted to go. And then I didn't think anything of it. And then literally a couple of weeks ago, that post popped up and I was like, do you know what? I did that. And we did that very holiday. We went to California. We stayed at Santa Monica, which is by the beach. We stayed at San Diego, which is by the beach. We went to Anaheim and I took the girls to Disney. And on the way home, we had 5 days in Hawaii. It was the exact holiday that I had put out there and said that I wanted. And so I'd manifested that without even realizing it, without even really putting a lot of work in, if you like. I mean, I guess what I started to do, what I must have started to do, is start to go, okay, well, I've put that out there now. I'd love to do this. Let's do a bit of research. Can we go? Can we do it? How much is it going to cost? When would we like to go? What do we want to put on our itinerary? Where do we want to stay? And I remember doing a spreadsheet. I actually remember Steve and I sitting down with a spreadsheet and trying to work out what we wanted to do. We had like 3 times of dates, like months that we wanted to go. One was, I think, sort of February time. One was July, and one was sort of later in the year, kind of going October, November. We were looking at it by kind of school holidays, if you like, so that we knew we wanted to go for a month. So we only wanted to take the girls out of school for a shorter period of time. And so I remember doing all of that research, and it didn't feel like I was manifesting because I was enjoying it. It was something I wanted. I was just putting the feelers out. I wasn't even thinking about it in terms of a manifesting this holiday scenario, but yet it came true and I did it. And so that was one thing. And then this morning, which prompted this video, I saw another memory pop up from 2017, and this one was my memory about Take That. Now, for those of you who are not British or have never heard of Take That, they are a boy band from years back. And when I was a 16-year-old girl, I was madly in love with Mark Owen from Take That, right? Absolutely. Like it was head over heels, you know, it was real. It was like in my head, it was the most real thing in my entire life. And at that time, because I was quite unhappy, it was my escape. And I used to dream about this bloke, and I used to, you know, just, it was real. Anyone who's had a childhood crush, it was real. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anyway, when I moved to New Zealand, Take That made a comeback because they'd kind of broke up, and they made this comeback. And by this point, I was on the other side of the world, and they're not famous over here. Nobody even knows who they are when I talk about them over here. And so I was watching this comeback, which was probably better than the first time around. And I was so jealous because I'm like, all these concerts, all this amazing stuff that they're doing, and I can't even buy their single because it's not on over here. And this was like, I didn't have iTunes, didn't have Spotify, so couldn't even, I do now, but I didn't then. Maybe I was behind the times, maybe I just didn't even know it existed. But anyway, I was watching all of this, and I was kind of going, they're never going to come here. They're never going to come here. And then I decided, and I remember this, I learned about a method called the 555 manifestation method, which is something I teach to other people now. I've actually got my own course on it because it works so well for me. And I put this 555 method to the test, and I wrote down in my 555 that I was going to go to a Take That concert. And that was it. That was my statement. I didn't put anything else around it. I just put that I was going to go to a Take That concert. And I put it away, forgot about it, as you're meant to do as part of the method. And in 2017, Take That not only announced that they were coming to New Zealand, unheard of, they've got no fans here. So what on earth? Why were they coming to New Zealand? Anyway, they announced they were coming to Australia and New Zealand. They announced that they were going to Wellington, and they weren't going to go anywhere else. It was just Wellington. I live in Christchurch. So again, I was like, okay, need to sort out a ticket for that concert, and I need to get myself to Wellington. So I got in touch with a couple of girlfriends, all British, might I add, and we bought our tickets, and we booked our flights, and we got our hotel room, and off we were going, in our minds, off we were going to Wellington. And so I'm like, well, that's come true. I've made that happen too. And then the memory that popped up this morning was a video that I did back on my Facebook. I did a Facebook Live, and I was sat in this very spot in my front room, which is why I'm doing this video from here, just for, you know, just for nostalgic means, I guess, rather than being in my office. Anyway, I did that video, and in it I said, I am not only going to go to that concert in Wellington, but I'm going to win a competition, and I'm going to meet Take That, and I am going to get front row seats. And I was watching the TV, which is why I was here, and they had a competition, and it was a meet and greet. Didn't talk about front row seats, didn't talk about changing your ticket or anything like that. It was just meet and greet them. So, and I was like, I'm going to win it. I am absolutely certain that is mine. Nobody else is going. I am going to meet Take That, and I'm going to spend time talking to my idol, Mark Owen, from back in the day. Okay, sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to pop in very quickly and say that those of you who want to learn more about my Take That story, who actually want to learn more about the 555 method that I talk about in this video, I'm going to pop the link below to my really short course. It's honestly really easy and takes 5 days. It's how I called in the ticket, the meet and greet, the front row seats. It's just how it all happened. And if you are keen to learn more, click the link below. Yeah, you might find it's what you've been looking for, and it might really help to ramp up your manifestations. Anyway, that's it for me. Back to the video. Well, you can guess what happened to this story, can't you? Not only did I get my manifestation to go to the concert, I won the competition. They changed my ticket to front row seats. I got to meet them, and I spent the entire time. Most people, I got in touch with a few other winners that won from, there was a Wellington, a Christchurch and an Auckland winner. I was the Christchurch one with my friend Vicky, and I talked to the other winners that were there at the time, a couple of other people, and they got like 2 minutes with Take That, like literally 2 minutes. Vicky and I got about 10 minutes. Why? I don't know. Why we got a longer time, why we got more chance to have photographs and talk to them and just, you know, be in their presence, I don't know. And I still don't know, and neither does anybody else. But that was a manifestation, and I hadn't even thought about it other than doing that manifesting ritual and actually saying I was going to go to their concert. In my head, that meant that I was going back to England at a time that they were touring, and I was going to go to a concert. But not only did it was better because they came here, I got front row seats, I got to meet them, I got a tattoo. Like, for anyone that doesn't know what this tattoo is, Mark Owen actually wrote that. He actually, oh, I've got a bruise. He actually did this heart and the little love heart in marker pen, and I got it tattooed on my wrist. So that's what that means, and that's a constant reminder of one of my greatest manifestations. So that's what I mean. I want you to spend time as we're nearing the end of this year. Think about things that you've put out there to the universe that you're not even aware of. Things that you've dreamt about, things that you've desired, things that you've wanted that have come true. There will be something for everybody. I promise you there will. We all manifest. We all manifest good or bad, depending on what we put out there. So the thing is, right, don't spend your time going, I can't manifest, it doesn't work, I can't do it. Why do some people get this? Why do other people get nothing? We are all getting it. We are all doing it. This stuff works. That's why I spend time telling you and teaching you and showing you. And that is what this is all about. Think back to your greatest desires. You will have my California, Hawaii trip. You will have my Take That meeting. You may not have the same things as me, probably won't, but there will be evidence. There will be evidence out there that you have manifested, that things that you have been thinking about constantly and putting the right energy towards and staying in the right vibe of have happened for you. They have, I promise you. Think about it, right? Think about it, write it down, have a think, go back through your Facebook, look at your memories. They will be there. And that is total proof that this stuff works. And if my stories from today are not giving you that, then I don't know what will, because they are massive. They're two massive manifestations that one of them really shouldn't have come true, but it did. And so that is it. That is your proof. Go back through your life and find your own proof, because if you can find your own proof, if you can find your own stories that this works, then you're going to prove it to yourself even more. So think on that. Think on that as we near the end of a rubbish year. Let's make 2022 better, please, world. Can we just, you know, have a bit of normality back? I'd like to get on a plane again. I'd like to go anywhere, actually. Hawaii, California, Wellington, England, anywhere. Actually, anywhere. That is what I'm manifesting in 2022. So watch this space for the next one at the end of the next year, because it will have come true, because that's what I'm putting out to the world. Okay, that's it from me. I will see you next week. Bye. I just wanted to pop on at the end of this video, just really quickly, and just say, have an amazing Christmas. Have a lovely time wherever you are, whoever you're sharing it with. Eat, drink, be merry, stuff it all, right? Christmas is a time for just being with your family, being with the people that you love, and just not having a care in the world. It's the holidays, it's lovely. It's my favourite holiday of all, even over my birthday. I adore Christmas. I hope you all do too. I have loved bringing you these weekly, just little things from my head, really. Just, things that I've been musing over and thinking over, and I've loved doing this every Monday. I am going to have our break for 2 weeks because it's Christmas, and we shouldn't be working, and we should be having fun and spending time with the people we love, as I said. So you won't see me next week, but I will be back the Monday after, when we will be in 2022. Can you believe it? Let's just hope that 2022 treats us kindly and allows the world to get back to normal. For those of you that have struggled the last 2 years, because I know it's been hard, I hope that what I've given and what I've done and what I've talked about has in some way eased something, anything, any of it. Because let's be honest, it's not good. The world has been strange, for want of a better word, over the last 2 years, and I get it. Like, it's been tough, and if you've struggled, we all have. So do not beat yourself up about that. It's been a hard world to be in, but let's hope as we go through the holiday season now and head into the new year that things can only get better. Things can only get better. I nearly burst into song then, because things can only get better, right? We all know that song. Go and play it. Get a bit of high vibe stuff going on. Anyway, happy Christmas, happy New Year. I will see you in 2022, and I can't wait to share more with you as we go through the next year. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking around. Have an amazing time over the next week or so with your family and friends. I'll see you in 2022.